can't read this lyric again because I'm gonna start crying. Ooh. I like that. Let's listen top to bottom to Gracie Abrams' Daughter from Hell. I listened to a few interviews with her, and I heard that Hit the Wall was about her missing her friend, and she was kind of having one of those like classic moments in New York City. I think she was walking to the studio and she was like crying and she was really missing her. I believe it might have been one of the friends that she's collaborated with before, and maybe she's on tour or something. I feel like Hit the Wall also had this idea of like, we don't know if we're going to finish this record. Sometimes there's a moment when you're working on a project and you're just like, is this even worth it? Is this worth finishing? Sometimes something isn't worth finishing. But obviously this is, because it's going to be amazing. I know it. She has a lot of really cool harmonies, which I really appreciate. I feel like her melody is on the upbeat, which is really cool. I love her vibrato. And she does this cool thing with her voice, like, like she does this very cool talky thing with her voice that I feel like a lot of artists have drawn from. Yeah, like even when she says breakdowns, instead of breakdowns, like she does a little glottally thing that's very talky and very relatable and conversational. I'm not a problem you can solve. Like she does this really cool thing that just, it translates so well. It just makes you feel like you're in a bedroom talking with her. More on Death Wish. I like that there's like some folkiness coming into pop too. I know with Taylor Swift there was more country coming into pop, but she's bringing a more folkiness to it. I feel like so many people get inspiration from the way that this vocally is recorded and mixed. And it sounds like she's doubling her voice too. Like there's almost two of her. There's definitely more of a pickiness to the guitar than a strum. Like I feel like the first one was. I feel like this is really common. Like dance if there's not someone around. Like there's a lot of fitting words into melodies. I've noticed it with like Taylor Swift's recent album too, where it's very wordy and we like bring that wordiness into a melody. It makes me feel like the words were written before it. I don't know if that's the case, but it's, again, very conversational, and I've been seeing that being really prevalent in recent music. This feels like a song that you would just walk to. You know, if you live in New York City, you'd like go on the subway, you like walk to the beat of it on the street. A breath of your air is a death wish. I like the reverb that they use on her voice. Ooh, okay, so we got some piano in this third one. Even the way that she says her R is like, for a lifetime, like you really lean into that R, it makes it more conversational. When you think of like musical theater folks or opera folks, they're very light on their R's. And I feel like it's a cool new way that we're kind of approaching songwriting. Many more people are like just in their headphones, making sure that they're entertained throughout the day. And so I feel like music that feels like it's talking to you, almost like someone on FaceTime, is really resonating with people a lot. She's a really cool usage of how she drops from her chest voice to her head voice, like, a lot of people try to make it blend, especially when I was learning musical theater. It's like it has to blend. It has to sound mixed. Like you can't have a very clear difference between your chest voice and your head voice, but she's making it clear. She's like, hey, listen, this is my chest voice. She layers so many cool harmonies, especially on bridges. And I feel like she's talking about how she really likes the bridges of these songs. Very sad girl music. Yeah, and I think she understands this, but it's relatable. It's not like so sad girl that it's obscure. I feel like we see some artists that are like so obscure and you're like, I have no idea what you're singing about. It's very clear. Okay, so this is Daughter from Hell. Very cool usage of the electric guitar. I know Mazzy Star does some of this in her music where like they use an electric guitar, but it's slower. So I'm really curious where this is gonna go. And I know this is a song for her mom, basically talking about how she's like, I know I was really difficult when I was younger, which I think is so cool and self-aware. Very like upfront way of speaking, like, I want your patience, I want your grace, I want your sugar, I want to say how much I owe you. I love her, like she does these little things, but it's not like Ariana Grande level, which is its own kind of awesome, but she makes it really subtle. I hear her doubling her voice again with this. It's a little more obvious. Like just so small with the goodness. I want your current, I like that. Like she mixes between being really upfront and using metaphors. Like, I want to say how much I've loved your shoulder, but also I want your current. You know, like we have this mixture of being really clear, but also having some artistic metaphors. Now we have this like instrumental bridge. It's very sweet. It's like very 90s shoegazery. And I'm a huge fan of shoegazers, so I already really like this. Ooh, bring in a drum. Ooh, ooh. Okay, chills. I love that they brought in all these ahs after the instrumental. I love me a good ah. Shoulder. Like she really leans in on that. There's a grit to the way she sings, but it's so gentle. And she has these ahs behind it. Outro, daughter from hell, but I came around. I'll try to become you now. Want to hear how she does this? Yeah, okay, this so far is my favorite. I come you now. And just ends on that. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I already love the beginning of this. I love a good song that just has that like driving, sounds like a driving synth. She has such a cool rhythm to the way she sings. Like she's always doing it on the offbeat, like like it's so unpredictable. Very ironic. Look at my life, but you can't tell it's kind of a bad time. No, but I'm so fine. That's exactly what like I would text my friend. Yeah, I might just shut up and drive. Hope I don't crash and blow out the headlines. I literally say things like that to my friends. We're just like, nah, might walk in front of a train. Like it's just when we're in that zone, it's so ironic and dark. I love how it's in a very driving way here. God, he thinks I'm stupid. Did we hear music like that in the 80s? That's probably not how people talked, but like I could never predict how she's gonna sing. But you can't tell, but it's kind of a bad time. Every night. I love the irony of this because she's literally like, it's a bad time. Maybe I'll do this. Maybe I'll crash my car, but it's like, a fun song. And that's what I think people love about like this, about Olivia Rodrigo. It's just like, I'm really sad. Maybe if I smile enough, I'll get away with giving up. I'll move across the country just to judge myself. No, because literally same. I love that this is building up. I'm thinking of the first two songs. I'm thinking like some of Lana's more recent music. It never really has a build, which is totally like their decision. I like when a song has a good build. Like there's the clear beginning, middle, and end. Oh, this is so good. My nightmare actualized. And even the irony of this, like, I got what I wanted. It doesn't sit right. It's like, listen, I'm not even saying I'm not there yet. Like, I have everything I want. I just don't know if I want it anymore. I love that. Everyone's a good reason. Ooh, we're taking a much more acoustic tone to this. Okay, this is the second time she's mentioned knife because she has a song called The Knife. She's doing like a more whisperiness to this. Ooh, I knew. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love this. I love the chorus. It's so pretty. I love her hanging out in her head voice. Ooh. I don't know if I've heard a chorus on this album of full in like a gentle head voice. Usually a chorus goes bigger, but ooh, I love that. Very slow drum, but it has a very consistent beat, which I like. There's a pulse. This is very similar to some of the other songs. I feel like her as a whole, like ironic, like Olivia Rodrigo, ironic. Like there's a lot of irony, but she's singing very sweetly, and I love that balance. Now the bridge is like very repetitive. If only I had a good reason. If only it wasn't bad timing. If only I chose you and not me. If only we leaned into fighting. If only, if only, if only, if only. Kind of goes into that last one, Look at My Life, when she's just kind of like, I got myself here, like, it's not like I don't have everything I want. I'm just sad. It's this other like if trap. Like if only. It's very self-aware where it's like, I know that I want these things and that it's a lot to ask. Coming. It's interesting that it's not coming. It's coming. It leaves us on this edge. Well, that only makes me. She does things like that, like emphasizing words like that instead of, well, that only makes me regret it. Well, that only makes me regret it. Da, 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 da. Very nice like pulse. Curious why the song is called Good Reason and not If Only, because she says if only so much. I want a man like you. Oh, men like you. She's definitely doubling her voice again. I just can't prove it. Also, if you like content like this, breaking down music, television shows, and movies, my name is Kira. This is Studio Violet, and definitely hit subscribe if you want more. Like almost like raindrops, and we go right into that driving chorus. Myself and shallow. Girl, I know men like you. Huh, wait, I need to read back to these lyrics. Oh, I know men like you. Girl, I know men like you. Why is she addressing a man saying girl? Oh, she's adding really pretty harmonies to the chorus in the shadows. Is this about like a girlfriend? Is it about like a friend who's a girl? Hard to know what to say when we're 6 feet underground. I bet she has so much fun adding the harmonies on. That's like my favorite part. I mean, not that I've song written as much as she does, because honestly, I'm like, give me a song and I will add harmonies to it. Like, I have a hard time actually writing the music. I know men like you. You live and breathe in shadows. How dare you make me choose between myself and shallow? You think you're being cute. It only leaves me hollow. Girl, I know men like you. Girl, I know men like you. Why is she saying girl? Is it about something that I don't know, guys? Can you please comment? Can you please help me? Yeah. I love that she's doing that. I feel like she loves all the oohs in between. Yeah, again with the rhythm. This is really cool. And she's doing more of like a whispering here, like a very talk low whispering. I've been fine, yeah. Thanks for asking. I like that. I like that she emphasizes different to get into the rhythm. And this is like even into the second verse, we're still staying with this like very subdued whisper talk, which makes me think, is it gonna be like this the whole time, or are we gonna have this like big explosion of some more oohs for the post-chorus? Her oohs are just gorgeous, so gorgeous. I'm seeing this pattern with her music where she'll do the verse, the chorus, the second verse, and then kind of like with her chorus slash outro, she's just adding on so many vocals, so many harmonies, and that's almost the build for a lot of these songs. Sometimes the drum or the beat is gonna come in a little bit later, but usually I feel like her build is like her own voice. This reminds me a lot of Taylor Swift, Broke My Heart. Like this sounds like it. She does a lot of that like talking, da, 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 like on the same note. This is a really interesting chorus. Like the drums are so interesting. The rhythm is not something I would have expected. This verse just sounds, I don't know what Taylor Swift song, but she uses so much of that do, 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 and she kind of goes around and then it comes back. Broke my, I like she does that. Instead of broke my heart, it's almost like broke my heart. There's a little bit of a rhythm to it. Don't know the half of it. Wish you did. Wish that we both had the same set of evidence. Sick of defending it. You cannot make good truth. This is like a rap artist. This is like Lin-Manuel Miranda, like spewing all of the internal rhymes. Even though I guess it's not really internal rhymes, but you can't just say it without the rhythm. Broke my heart. And here we go. I'm hearing more of her vocals layered on. I bet she's having a ball with all these. Na 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 difference. I like that. It's kind of like the Lila Lies in Simon and Garfunkel. Just something that's not la la or ooh. Probably mellotron that sound like violins. Very orchestral. This is about halfway through the album. So I kind of see that. That's kind of cool, bringing in more of an orchestra. Diminishing chord. I know nothing really about any of that. Once was a rock, I'm your hard place now. And she's using outs. She's saying, still if you want, we can have it out, out, out. And she's doing a little bit of riffing within the outs. Very slow drum, which I'm seeing is common with her. The driving points of the music is really her vocals. It's not as much the drums, where I'm thinking like, I don't know why Susie and the Banshees comes to mind, but when you hear her music, so much of the music, like her voice is really buried. It's very, very behind, and you hear like the driving of the instrumentation and the drums. For more modern music like this, their vocals are very forward, and that's almost what's driving them. Like Sabrina Carpenter, her vocals are very forward. I mean, her music is a little bit sharper, I would say, in like the actual execution. I think it's a little bit more dry. Whereas this is a little bit wet. And when I say wet, it's like reverberated, and she has a lot of background vocals, and sometimes you don't know what's vocals and what's instrumentation. It's a little looser. You hear her doubling herself, and it's not as pristine as maybe a Sabrina Carpenter song where you think of like espresso, like you need to nail the tempo on that. With this, it's a little more legato. Do, do, do. A little more depressing. Now, I feel like this is the lyrical difference between her and Olivia Rodrigo, like saying like things like beat to a pulp till I'm bloody. She's using language that's a little bit more jarring. I feel like Olivia, I don't listen to her music that much yet, but I feel like she's a little bit more geared towards like 16-year-olds where it's like not quite that dark yet. I also don't know what this title means. I don't know what Mews is. M-E-W-S, not like M-U-S-E. Oh, Minibar, I feel like this is gonna be trending on like Instagram and TikTok. It just has that energy. And I'm gone, but hello. Rhyming all these things together is so cool. Mellow, hello, metal, subtle, trouble. It's kind of like a game of telephone. Like mellow and trouble don't really rhyme, but it makes sense. This is giving some Taylor Swift too. And like, hopefully that comes off. Like, it's not like she's copying. It's just reminding me of more of that upbeat, very talky music. Because most of Gracie Abrams, I feel like, is a little bit more sad. It's like a slower drum, but this is more driving. Like boom, boom, chicka, chicka. Like that drum is fun. I don't know how to look at like how many views there are, listens there are, but this is a fun one. So for imaginary friend, bum, ba, bum. Okay, wait. Oh, you're a figment of my imagination. Oh, because the title's imaginary friend. You're a figment of my imagination. Man, I effing hate it. You don't know even half of what you're missing, but I'm cool now if you even cared. Do you remember all the shit I broke? Well, I fixed it. Kick your shoes off. Go and leave them by the stairs, but you don't. So I stop and fill the gaps. I'm sorry. It's like, is this imaginary friend a friend or is it like a boyfriend? I feel like it's a friend. Is it me or is it so hot? Is it time to take our clothes off? Wait. Okay, wait. Maybe it's not a friend then. Oh, and is it wrong I'm thinking this out? Is it kind of like when you're daydreaming about like a really like smutty experience? I felt you in the morning in the kitchen, but you were unaware. Is this like thinking about someone that she was with and being like, you're not there, but like you are an actual person, but I'm like making things up. This is Afflictions. You used to be a mystery, a bruise you left, an injury. I thought you lived for suffering. Thank God I was wrong. Apparently this is a callback to her previous song, Free Now, which is rumored to be about Paul Mescal. Free Now discusses a situation not working out. It says, you openly admit you're far away from healing. This is more like building. And I'm wondering if there's going to be a climax somewhere here. Oh, but the bridge gets a little bit more gentle. You hold my hand through turbulence. You sugarcoat the oxygen. My lungs are full. I'm sick again. I feel you coming on of all your afflictions. So it's like every time she's with him, she's actually not getting what she needs. Like there's turbulence. You're not stopping it. You're creating it. The oxygen is sugar-coated, so she can't breathe it in. I'm interested with the, well, I like this house lyric. Oh, I was burning out, but then you said, oh, you should leave the light on. I'll go if you asked me to, but then again, don't drop me off. So it's like you're all these bad things, but I still want you, which is basically the definition of what an affliction is. So that makes a lot of sense. Don't drop me off. You're poisoning me, but also don't leave. I love the finger pickings of this. It is very much like Simon and Garfunkel. I can't believe I mentioned Simon and Garfunkel more than once. It's another one of those songs where I feel like her voice is driving so much of the rhythm, and I want to say she's like on the upbeat or something. It's just not what you would expect. Humid fall, your midnight call, sweet pool of sweat on skin, sharing smoke and Diet Coke, the bed we're sleeping in. Suddenly you turn to me while chewing on your lip, bluish smile. I like that. And I wake up, what a beautiful dream. But it's not real, just an hour of relief till my eyes adjust to the lighting. Wait, didn't the previous song Afflictions just talk about saying I miss this house? Now it's saying every kid I grew up with has lost their childhood house. No way to make sense of it. It's why I'm making sound. Oh, the wildfire. Oh, is she talking about the wildfire? She grew up in California and she performed at the Fire Aid benefit concert. I wonder if that's what that's about. But you can't when you're seeing how they all get off on a grieving, how politicians and powerful people in the world are okay with causing the ordinary citizen pain. Oh. Whoa. Oh. Okay, I really like this. Weirdly enough, I just watched a documentary yesterday on Netflix about like how we're doing so many things to our earth. And weirdly enough, my friend texted me and was like, hey, I was scrolling on TikTok and there were all these awful videos about just like how screwed the world is. I'm like, no way, I was just watching a documentary about that too. And now I'm listening to this. I'm convinced, she says, our sinking ship will sing as it goes down. Haunting hymns keep echoing after we're in the ground. Oh, I think that's my favorite lyric. Oh. And they'll wake up to this horrible scene where they left us out here for drowning and it's our blood on their hands, never clean. I really like this. Oh man. I can't read this lyric again because I'm going to start crying. I'm convinced our sinking ship will sing as it goes down. Haunting hymns keep echoing after we're in the ground. And they'll wake up to this horrible scene where they left us out here for drowning. Oh. Whoa. We have What If It's Right with Gracie Abrams and Marcus Mumford. Wait, is this like Mumford & Son? Hi, cleaner air in your shirt. I'm a dark figure who left kinder words by the door. By the cold river it bends, but I won't. Like a stone and I'll sink when I'm alone. This is her third reference of knives in this album. Maybe she's said it in other ones too. One of many references to knives, yes. So they're saying, this could be the wrong thing, but what if it's right? So why are we leaving? But is it the wrong thing? But what if it's right? What if it's right? So it's like this back and forth. Like, I don't know. Should I stay? Should I go? Oh, she says humming. She references the last song. Humming, I think I want silent cries, evidence shows, cunning floy, humming. I love when music does that. I love when records do that, when they're intertwining all the songs between each other. I kind of want Marcus Mumford to harmonize with her, because right now they've been in unison. I mean, it's been like an octave down, but I kind of want them, I want them to harmonize. So I know this is technically like pop music because it's popular music, but there's so much folkiness to this and I really like it. And obviously the lyrics are really dark, but if you were to just listen to it, like if I were to turn it on in the morning, I would really enjoy it. Soft on my skin where you land, the end of our days. I might break you, but you broke me, back all the time. Slow decay, slow decay. Ain't it sad sharing this stage? Like we're both together and we're both like sharing in that. Heaven's Gate, will you please make it okay? Gracie's doing some harmonies above, but he's still staying unison and I really want him to do harmonies. Oh, there we go. There we go. Some harmonies. Okay. I wish he did that a little bit more. I would totally love to hear both of them singing together with lots of harmonies. Our last song, Cold Goodbyes. We have this cool mellotron that's very dark that we hear in a lot of sad songs. It's like, woo, you know that sound? It's like an organ. Look at all these people in verse 2. Do I have to play tonight? Used to know what landed well for me, but now it's hard to find. In the hay, I'm the needle. There's 100 blinking eyes, proving cities are for lonely deer in headlights. I wonder if that links to the first song, Hit the Wall. I wonder if that's feeling like, is it even worth it? Like, do I have to play? Do people even really like this? How long is this gonna last until I become has-been? You know, that I feel like there's that fear in a lot of musicians and artists. I come up for air too few times. I can't get it right, can I? I feel like this isn't gonna pick up just knowing what I've heard from all the other songs. And verse 3, and you don't mean to bother, but there's something on my face. It's the subtlest expression. I should change it just in case. So it's like, I should mask. I should not show that I'm upset. The questioning starts coming in a half-hearted show of faith. Now the aliens are asking if I'm okay. Now, Genius Annotation is saying it relates to cancel culture and how people overanalyze interviews. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like so many people are taking one thing I said and putting it into a completely different light. And it's like, sounds like I come up for air too few times. I can't get it right. And I'm wondering for the chorus, like, I am far out. I'm by the shoreline. I live there in my spare time. Is it kind of like, hey, you're over here judging me. I'm over here checked out. Now, part of me is wondering, like, Daughter from Hell, I need to listen to this over again. And I think for my future videos, I'm going to listen to the song once before I listen to it again here, because I feel like there's so many more things I can dissect to this. So it ends right low. I feel like I literally had to like analyze it and talk about it at the same time, and that was wild. Now, on the same dark note, I also did break down the movie Obsession, specifically some fan theories about it. So go ahead and watch that next, and I will see you there, friend. Bye.